Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din man dan Madu Dung Dung. Din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mateo! Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mateo! Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila. Boneka Ambalabu. Boneka Ambalabu. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Panzini bananini. Lirili larila. Tung 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 sahur. Mateo. Chimpanzini bananini. Boneka Ambalabu. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin Chimpanzini din din bananini. Boneka Ambalabu. Ballerina cappuccina. Chimpanzini bananini. Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mato! Tung tung sahur. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Boneka Ambalabu. Mateo! Lirili larila. Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Mateo! Tung 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 sahur. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mateo! Chimpanzini bananini. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Tung 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 sahur. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin trallallero trallalla. Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Chimpanzini bananini. Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Chimpanzini bananini. Mateo! Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mateo! Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Tung 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 sahur. Ballerina cappuccina. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Scimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin din dun. Madin. Scimpanzini bananini. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Matteo! Boneka ambalabu. Lirili lala. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili larila. Scimpanzini bananini. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Tung 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 sahur. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Matteo! Tung 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 sahur. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Scimpanzini bananini. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili larila. Matteo! Udin din 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 dun. Madin tung 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 sahur. Bombardiro crocodilo. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Scimpanzini bananini. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din Matteo! Din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Scimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Matteo! Tung 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 sahur.
आई फुलं घेऊन आले. उजळपणा गायब. लग्न असं अटेंड करायचं.
Scimpanzini bananini. Garam-araman
7 मिनिटात
dan
त्वचा होते डल.
dung. Boneka
म्हणूनच
ambalabu.
आतापर्यंतचं सर्वात प्रभावी ग्लो अँड लवली ह्याचे विटामिन्स
Din 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 ka ambalabu. Ballerina cappuccina. Scimpanzini bananini. Garam-araman dan madu dung. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Matteo! Lirili larila. Boneka ambalabu.
has a script. It's called the Vehicle Changer,
Garam-araman dan
so that you can actually
dung-dung.
have a character enter.
Madin
It's my
tung 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 sahur.
आई फुलं घेऊन आले. उजळपणा गायब. लग्न असं अटेंड करायचं. उन्हात येण्या जाण्यामुळे फक्त 7 मिनिटात त्वचा होते डल.
Lirili larila.
म्हणूनच आतापर्यंतचं सर्वात प्रभावी ग्लो अँड लवली ह्याचे
Udin din
विटामिन्स
dun.
त्वचेच्या
Madin
हाडून
dun.
रोज निर्माण कर.
Matteo! Garam-araman dung din din madin din din.
उजळपणा ग्लो अँड लवली.
Love is effortless. It's the soft voice reminding you just how special you are.
Trallallero trallalla. Udin din 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 dun.
Candy,
Madin din din din
lifestyle,
dun.
jewelry.
It's Mike, and today we're going to look at the NWH vehicle physics 2, and we're going to see how can we use that with Game Creator.
Chimpanzini
Stay
banani.
tuned, and we'll see how to set this up.
Bonek balabu.
Alright, so Game Creator 2
Udindindun,
does have a vehicle
madindindun.
controller
Mateo!
that you can get on the asset store from RVR, but if you might already have a vehicle controller, and this one is NWH Vehicle Physics 2, which comes with a bunch of prefab cars, or you can import your own cars, but
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka labu.
we're going to see how do we set this up so that our
Rila,
Game
rila.
Creator 2 character
Gaman dan raman dan madu
any
dung.
of these cars and drive them around like GTA style. Like you can just run around, take over cars. So let's see how that's set up.
Udindindin,
So I'm
madindindun.
going to create a new scene and we're going to set this up from
Barina
scratch.
cappuccina.
So
La,
let's
rila.
do that.
Udindindun dindin.
Create a scene.
Garam dan madu dung dung. Ka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Mateo!
A plane.
Tung sahur.
We'll give it like 20
Din din
by
dun.
20.
Madin din din
And
dun.
give it
Bo ambalabu.
4.
Garamara madu dung
And we're
dung.
going to bring in, make sure that's at the origin. Reset the position. Bring in the Game Creator player.
Boneka ambalabu.
And
Lirili larila.
so that player.
Mateo!
And we're going to bring in the camera shot. We'll do a third person camera for this.
Brr brr patapim.
And we will, I like to set the
Udin din din din
sensitivity
dun. Madin din din dun.
max
Mateo!
to 60 and turn off the zoom.
Udin din din din.
I
Madin
like to
din din
put
dun.
it somewhere around 30.3 or something. Target zoom.
Boneka
So
ambalabu.
and the shoulder, I like that to be 0 as well. So
Lirili larila. Udin din din
Those
din
settings
dun.
don't really
Madin
matter
din
for
din.
this.
Boneka ambalabu.
that's just what I like to use. And then so we're gonna make sure that's working.
Boneka
Bring
ambalabu.
in NWH.
Din 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 dun. Din din dun.
you
Boneka
just import
ambalabu.
from the package
Tung tung
manager.
sahur.
You have it. You have this
Din 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 din
NWH
dun.
folder. So
Madin
what
din
we
din
need,
dun.
I'm gonna create an empty called Scene Manager
Chimpanzini bananini.
so that NWH Vehicle Physics 2.
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
I'm
Mateo!
gonna bring in
Tung 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 sahur.
the-
Ballerina
in the Vehicle
cappuccina.
Physics 2 vehicles folder. They have
Udin
these
din 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 dun.
prefabs
Madin din din
you
dun.
can use, so you can bring them in. Just drag and drop.
Mateo!
And I'll bring in this one.
Raman dan madu dung dung. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
Not set up, I don't think. This one we may not be able to use.
Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila.
Skip that one.
Udin
it's
din
not
din
set
din
up.
dun.
I don't
Madin
have
din
a
din dun.
prefab of it, so. The monster truck. Let's move that up.
Boneka ambalabu.
So
Tung tung
that's
tung sahur. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun.
Wheels are on
Madin
there.
din din dun.
And let's do the Neva.
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila.
Sports car.
Udin din
And they have
din dun.
a
Mateo!
Valkyrie
Din dun.
as well.
Lirili larila.
So
Gaman dan madu. Raman dan madu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
ability to drive these. So
Mateo!
NWH requires you
Tung
to
tung
have
tung
the
sahur.
system
Lirili larila.
vehicle input provider.
Tralalero,
and scene
tralala.
input provider. There's
Bo-
some
Madu
how
dung
if
dung.
you're using
Mateo!
the old input system, but with
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
So we want the input
Lirili
system,
larila.
scene input provider, and we want the input system vehicle input provider. And these scripts take the input and pass them on
Boneka
to
ambalabu.
cars that you're controlling with NWH if the cars are active.
Tung tung tung
As
sahur.
well as we also want the vehicle
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Mateo!
script as well. So vehicle
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu.
Create a list.
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila.
So we'll just
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
populate the list.
Tung tung tur.
Monster truck, Neva, sports car, and the rocket.
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
And we want this to be character-based switching. And then so we just drag our
Chimpanzini bananini.
object in here. So
Udin din 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 dun.
And we can
Madin
also
din din
start
dun.
a
Din din din
vehicle.
dun. Mateo. Madin din din dun.
I'll leave that unchecked.
Boneka Ambalabu.
If you had one vehicle in the scene, you could say start vehicle and it would start inside the vehicle and your character would not be outside of it. But for now, we'll just leave it. And the max
Boneka
vehicle
Ambalabu.
speed
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
means that if your vehicle's going more than 2 miles an hour, then you won't be able to
Ambalabu.
enter or exit the vehicle while it's moving too fast.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu. Udin din 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 dun. Madin
And
din
these
din dun.
prefabs are set up with a vehicle and
Lirili
turn
larila.
exit points. So there's a left and a right on that one. And some of them only have one exit and enter point, but they have
Udin
left
din
and
din
right on.
din dun.
most
Madin
of them.
Maraman dan Madu
That
Dung
means
Dung.
when
Udin
you
din
get
din
to-
din
when
dun.
you go
Madin
to
din din
those
dun. Lirili
points
larila.
on the
Chimpanzini
vehicle
bananini.
character and
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
key, 'cause that's what's-
Mateo.
The V key is what's it's using.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Find it,
Larila.
so, and then it will trigger the
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung
player to
Dung.
get into the car. So it
Mateo.
works.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili larila. Boneka
And then
Ambalabu.
we can drive it. So and then
Boneka Ambalabu.
vehicle,
Lirili
press
la.
V, and your player comes back right where it left off.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila.
You get the monster
Tung 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 sahur. Mateo.
The good thing
Chimpanzini
about the
bananini.
Boneka
Ambalabu.
system. So it has
Lirili
a lot
larila.
of advanced.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
It's good that it works
Udin
with
din din din
any
dun. Chimpanzini bananini.
player controller, including Game Creator 2.
Boneka Ambalabu.
And use
Ballerina cappuccina.
we can use Game Creator 2
Chimpanzini bananini.
with this asset.
Boneka Ambalabu.
Let's get out of there.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu.
Flying.
Udin din 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 dun. Madin
If I'm going too
din
fast,
dun.
I can't.
Chimpanzini bananini.
So you have to come
Rila,
to
rila.
a stop and then
Garam dan Madu Dung Dung. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Mateo.
this one
Tung 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 sahur.
enter point on this side, I think.
Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
Let's see, where is it on that? So the rocket carrier does
Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili larila.
So let's create one. We can show you how to create one.
Boneka
You'll
Ambalabu.
have to do this
Mateo.
possibly to create an empty child. called
Lirili
empty
larila.
child.
Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Din 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 din
So
dun.
you need to
Madin
give it
dun.
the tag of enter exit point. That's
Mateo.
how it knows where.
Tung 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 sahur.
What we want to
Udin
do.
din 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 dun.
is
Madin
place
din din
it-
dun.
It's right here.
Lirili
We
larila.
want to place it near where the
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Mateo!
Chimpanzini bananini.
That makes sense,
Udin din 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 dun.
So right
Madin
here.
din din dun.
perhaps.
Lirili larila.
You should be able to get in and out of the vehicle.
Lirili larila. Tung tung. Lirili larila.
So let's go over here. Let's see if we
Udin
can
din din
now
din
get
dun.
into the
Madin trallallero trallalla. Chimpanzini bananini.
We can
Lirili larila.
drive this rocket carrier.
Chimpanzini bananini. Boneka Ambalabu.
So this
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun.
NWH with Game Creator 2. It's a great
Boneka ambalabu.
vehicle controller. It's got a lot
Garamaraman dan madudung dong.
physics-based
Lirili larila.
simulation.
Lirili larila.
So you might want to use
Udin
it.
din din din
So
dun,
if you do,
madin
it
din
can-
din dun.
You can do it. It can work. And
Chimpanzini bananini.
you'll be happy to see that it works. So
Mateo.
that's it for this video. I may cover other
Garamaraman dan madudung dong.
controllers in the
Mateo.
future, see if they work with Game Creator 2. So we will see you in the next one.
Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madudung dong. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun. Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan madudung dong. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madudung dong.
Hey, it's Mike, and we're back with another Game Creator 2 tutorial.
Tung
This
tung
time
tung
we're looking
sahur.
at
Ballerina
tooltips.
puccina.
So I have here a mission.
Garamaraman dan
start
madudung dong.
tooltip, and it's a
Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili
I have a
larila.
mission start game object.
Lirili
It's just
larila.
an empty game object. It's sitting
Boneka
right
ambalabu.
here. All it is a
Garaman dan madudung.
hotspot.
Din
That's
din
always
dun,
active.
madin chimpanzini bananini.
Text that says investigate, and I've got this
Udin din
prefab
din din
mission
dun,
start.
madin din din
So
dun.
let's look
Mateo.
at the prefab first, and we will zoom out on that. So all this is we've got two
Boneka
text boxes.
ambalabu.
We've got this
Lirili.
right side that has mission text in it. This will actually take the text from outside from the actual hotspot and put it in, replace it. Then we've
Udin
got
din din
a
din
button
dun,
in the
madin
middle,
din din dun.
and that's an animated button. And then we've got the
Garamaraman dan
left side,
madudung
which is
dong. Lirili larila.
distance background. So it's going to show you the
Chimpanzini bananini.
distance
Garamaraman dan
from
madudung dong.
this hotspot. And the text
Tung
is
tung
set
tung
to 5
sahur.
meters by default. So
Udin din din din
what we
dun,
want to
madin
do
din
is
din
get
dun.
it to update so that it is actually
Lirili larila.
showing the actual distance
Mateo!
between the player and the
Tung 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 sahur.
The other thing we want to do is to adjust the size of it as we
Udin
move
din din din
across the
dun,
map.
madin din din
I'll show
dun.
you that in a minute.
Boneka ambalabu.
The other thing this
Lirili
is done
larila.
using is a horizontal
Lirili
layout
larila.
group, and I have it set to reverse
Udin din 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 dun,
arrangement,
madin din din
50
dun.
pixels in
Chimpanzini bananini.
between, and there's no path.
Boneka ambalabu.
And child force expand. So
Garamaraman dan madudung dong. Lirili larila.
puts it in reverse order. So you
Mateo!
have the mission. We want it in reverse order because in
Udin din 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 dun, madin tung din tung din tung dun.
the
sahur.
mission text.
Bombardiro
on the right,
krokodilo.
but in order for the hotspot text to come through, it has to be the first text element in the canvas. Otherwise, it won't. It will
Udin
be the
din din
wrong
din
one.
dun,
So I had
madin
to
din
do a
din dun.
reverse layout,
Boneka
the
ambalabu.
horizontal layout group.
Lirili
And
larila.
this text will be updated. by
Chimpanzini bananini.
actions
Udin din 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 dun,
Game
madin din
Creator
din
to
dun.
that. Let's take a look outside. So looking at the mission start.
Boneka ambalabu.
We've got the scale set to 0.00.
Chimpanzini bananini. Lirili
And
larila.
It's a world space
Garamaraman dan madudung dong. Din 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 dun,
And
madin din din dun.
horizontal layout group as we saw before.
Lirili
And
larila.
that's basically it. And now this is what
Mateo!
it's gonna look
Tung
like.
tung tung sahur.
The hotspot will instantiate it, and we can see it right here. So it's right here.
Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan madudung
Closer
dong.
to it, like it's
Boneka ambalabu.
0.005, it's the same size.
Udin din din din
No
dun,
matter how far
madin
you
din
are
din
away
dun.
from it. So the farther you go
Garamaraman
away
dan
from it,
madudung dong.
the less you can read it. So that's a problem because in most games you want to be able to read that way
Mateo!
across the map. Like
Garamaraman dan madudung
the
dong.
city map that you have. So,
Chimpanzini bananini.
Let's take a look at what happens if you
Boneka
put this
ambalabu.
mission start way on the other side of the map.
Ballerina cappuccina. Chimpanzini bananini. Garamaraman dan madudung dong. Lirili larila.
here. Let's say in here.
Udin din 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 dun.
And take a
Madin
look
din
at
din
what
dun.
that looks like.
Acha, by the way, I'll tell you
Lirili
something.
larila.
Power BI is
Matteo!
actually 10 times better
Lirili
than
la.
Microsoft Excel. And yes, I
Boneka
know this might
ambalabu.
shock some people, but it is true.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
Din din
Large
dun,
data
madin
sets.
din din
That
dun.
tung 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 sahur.
And it doesn't stop there. Companies like IBM, Meta, Deloitte, Amazon, and even Capgemini are willing
Lirili
to
larila.
pay 17 to 24 lakh per annum salary packages
Udin
to
din din din
employees
dun.
who have
Madin din
Power
din
BI
dun.
in their resume. Anyone can literally
Matteo!
learn this code very
Garamaraman
easily.
dan
And that
madu
too
dung dung.
in just
Din din din
2
dun.
days
Madin
without any
din din
coding
dun.
or any kind of prior experience. How amazing is that? I have this workshop where I teach Power BI step by step, and I'm 100% sure after learning this skill, anyone will see
Trallallero tralla. Din 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 dun din din dun. Lirili larila. Scimpanzini bananini. Boneka ambalabu. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Matteo! Matteo! Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Ballerina cappuccina. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Matteo! Tung 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 sahur. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Matteo! Patapim.
You can barely see
Udin din
it.
din din dun.
Just
Madin din din
barely.
dun. Matteo!
So we want to be able to read that from all the way across the map. So
Udin din
And
din
so
din
what
dun.
we wanna
Madin
do
din din
is-
dun.
it needs to have some scaling
Boneka ambalabu.
applied to it so that when we get closer, it scales down, and when we get
Lirili
farther,
larila.
it
Udin din
scales
din
up.
din dun. Madin din din.
So let's
Boneka
take a look at
ambalabu.
how to do that.
Boneka ambalabu. Udin din din
So if
din
we
dun.
go into
Madin
the
din
mission
din dun.
start,
Boneka
we're on
ambalabu.
this mission start here. So we're
Tung
gonna
tung
add
tung
some
sahur.
components to this. So first, let's add a trigger.
Udin din din din
And
dun.
we want it to
Madin din
be
din
an
dun.
on-update trigger, so that's in the life cycle.
Scimpanzini bananini.
On update.
Udin din
So
din
it
din
will
dun. Madin din din
do
Matteo!
an update every time.
Tung 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 sahur. Ballerina
So what do we
cappuccina.
want it to do on update?
Udin din 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 dun.
in
Madin
order
din din
to,
dun.
Know what the distance is
Matteo!
of the player, so I'm going to work on that first. The distance, we're going to update this distance. We also
Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
sides of this. So what I'm going to do here is
Chimpanzini bananini.
variables
Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun.
to this as
Madin-din-din-dun.
well. And what we need is a player display.
Boneka ambalabu. Tung-tung-tung sahur. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun.
Mateo!
Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun.
Mateo!
Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Mateo!
Tung-tung-tung sahur. Lirili-larila. Trallallero trallalla. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Mateo!
Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila. Boneka ambalabu. Tung-tung-tung sahur. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Mateo!
Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Boneka ambalabu. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Tung-tung-tung sahur. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Udin-din-din-din-dun.
Mateo!
Madin-din-din-dun. Boneka ambalabu. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Bon ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Boneka ambalabu. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Mateo! Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili-larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Mateo!
Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Boneka ambalabu. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili-larila. Tung-tung-tung sahur.
Mateo! Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Ballerina cappuccina.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka ambalabu. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Garaman dan madu.
Matteo!
Tung 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 sahur.
हर रोज एक ब्रांड न्यू रॉयल एनफील्ड जीतने का
Lirili larila.
स्किल्स के दम पर ओनली ऑन जंगली रमी
Udin din 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 dun.
में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम
मा-
संभव है समझदारी से खेलें
Din din dun.
Hey, this is Mike, and we have
Scimpanzini
a video
bananini.
Lirili
about how do we
larila.
make a character fly in Game Creator 2.
Boneka
So, I
balabu.
just got the core
Matteo!
Game Creator 2
Larila.
and
Panzinini.
the real need
Garama dan madu
Volume
din din
1
dun. Din din dun.
installed, and this pack is actually
Tung
free
tur.
on the asset store. So
Udin din din.
you
Madin
can
din
get
din
it
dun.
right here at the asset
Rila,
store. There's
rila.
a Volume 1 and there's a Volume 2.
Garaman dan madu dung dung.
Matteo!
Built by AI.
Scimpanzini bananini.
There's a
Udin din 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 dun.
Plus,
Madin
you
din
just
din
get
dun.
the 1 and the
Lirili
2
larila.
that are free, and they have a 3 and 4
Lirili larila.
plus or whatever.
Tung 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 sahur.
For this video, I'm just using the Volume
Lirili
1
larila.
Game Creator Core, so we are going to look
Udin
at
din din din
how
dun.
we make
Madin
our
trallallero
flies.
trallalla.
We want to
Scimpanzini
fly
bananini.
through the city.
Lirili larila.
It's like a superhero game. So first of all, I'm just gonna. All I did was
Scimpanzini bananini.
one prefab.
Boneka ambalabu.
The New York
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
prefab. This is
Udin din din din
prefab,
dun.
so when you bring
Madin
it
din
in,
din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din
You
dun.
just have to run
Scimpanzini bananini.
to make it into URP if it's a URP project.
Matteo!
Which is what I'm doing. And then, and for some reason,
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
Matteo!
Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila. Udin din din dun. Madin din din dun.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Tung 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 sahur. Ballerina cappuccina.
come through as transparent.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
They weren't looking correctly, so it just
Scimpanzini bananini.
to the
Lirili
materials,
larila. Lirili larila. Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
change all your trees to transparent
Udin din din din
instead of
dun.
opaque.
Madin din.
Scimpanzini
It
bananini.
will look better. So all I'm going to do right now is
Udin
gonna
din din din
create
dun.
a
Madin
character,
din din dun.
Matteo!
character for now. And I'm going to create, and we're going to put him in the scene here. So he's probably
Boneka ambalabu. Lirili
way
larila.
over here, and we want him up on in the city. So we just need to move the character. All right, so we've got him
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
on these.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Tung 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 sahur.
Street
Udin din
corner
din
here.
din dun. Madin din din
I don't know
dun.
why it's so this
Lirili
city
larila.
thing comes in rotated weird.
Matteo!
Tung 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 sahur.
Though it's at 000, but it's rotated strange. So
Udin din
that
din
doesn't
din
matter.
dun.
And then
Madin
I'll
din din dun.
create a
Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
Scimpanzini bananini.
And just do my
Boneka Ambalabu.
favorite.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Lirili Larila. Mateo!
No zoom. And I like it.
Udin din 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 dun.
Shoulder offset.
Madin tung 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 sahur.
And I like
Bombardiro
it.
crocodilo.
Pitch and the main camera. We want to turn on the avoid clipping and put zoom in.
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka Ambalabu.
Okay, so we are walking around
Lirili Larila.
the city.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Udin din 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 dun.
City model.
Madin din din
Mateo!
dun.
Let's see if we can fly around the city. It would be much better.
Boneka
So we
Ambalabu.
need to get this character flying. We
Scimpanzini
need
bananini.
ways to do it.
Lirili Larila.
The first
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Udin din 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 dun.
we
Madin
can
din
look at
din
the
dun.
player and we can
Lirili
look at the
larila.
motion and
Mateo!
we could
Tung
change
tung tung
the
sahur.
gravity. So we could reduce the gravity on the player so that when the player jumps, he'll go high. So
Scimpanzini bananini.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Force.
Boneka
The
Ambalabu.
jump force.
Udin din 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 dun.
Let's try
Madin din
increasing
din
it
dun.
to 20. And we want
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
to catch the jump.
Mateo!
So I'm gonna put that
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
and have that on
Scimpanzini bananini.
button jump and then
Boneka Ambalabu.
Okay. So now we can jump and our jump force.
Ballerina Cappuccina.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Is the default.
Lirili
So
Larila.
if you want to have like a Hulk type
Udin din 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 dun.
jumping,
Madin din din
you can
dun.
do it that way. You can do it this way, right? Like you can do that. Like a Hulk type character that just jumps
Lirili Larila.
super high.
Mateo!
And
Lirili
let's
larila.
try 50.
Boneka Ambalabu.
So
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Din dun. Madin din
maybe
din
we
dun.
can
Tung tung tung
have
sahur.
buildings too. And there's no fall damage because that would be something you'd have to program. in.
Lirili Larila.
So yes, you could use that. You can use jumping
din din
as a
din
way.
dun.
You're not
Madin
really
din din
flying,
dun.
but you are just jumping.
Mateo!
around the city. This
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Din din din
Just
din
jumping.
dun. Madin din
Like
din
there was
dun.
a Hulk game, I think, a while back, and there was another game that was similar, where you're just jumping around the city. So that's one possibility.
Trallallero trallalla. Udin din din din
And
dun.
then-
Madin din din dun.
The hard way, the other way is we could get some flying animation and we can create a state. So the player, by
Lirili
default,
Larila.
when it comes in, is in a start state.
Scimpanzini
A
bananini.
run state. This is the default state. Run.
Boneka
so
Ambalabu.
thing called a state, so we can
Udin din din din
have
dun.
a
Madin din
flying
din dun.
state. So we can create
Mateo!
a new state called flying, and we can enter that state and then exit the state when we need to. So, but first, let's go to Mixamo and we can get a flying animation,
Mateo!
and we will take a look at that. So here in Mixamo, we can browse some characters.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu.
Hero, you can get Jennifer here, which is
Lirili Larila.
a superhero character.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Search for fly.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Ti sei sempre chiesto perché quell'app non esistesse. Ora puoi crearla. Incontra la gente repleta.
Udin din 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 dun. Din 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 dun. Ballerina Cappuccina.
Pick the flying one.
Lirili
And
Larila.
then we want to do in place.
Udin din din din
Don't
dun.
have the
Madin din
motion.
din dun.
So we have this character here. So she's flying, and so we're gonna.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung. Boneka Ambalabu.
They only have this one animation.
Garamaraman dan Madu Dung Dung.
Mateo would be to go. To
Tung
the
tung tung
asset store.
sahur.
on the asset store, if you go to search for flying
Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun.
fly animation,
Boneka
for
Ambalabu.
instance,
Garamaraman dan
flying
Madudung
animation
Dung.
pack. There's flight locomotion animations. So there's a bunch of packs out there. Superhero flying pack. There's one called the Superhero Anim set. This one, Superhero
Boneka
Anim set,
Ambalabu. Lirili
on sale
larila.
right now, but, it
Mateo!
goes on sale every so often. This seems oriented towards fighting a lot, though. There's a few flying in here, but there's a lot of like combat animations. The other
Brr,
thing
brr,
is
patapim.
Ramsters has a fairy pack, which
Udin
at
din
first
din din
glance,
dun,
it's not
madin
just
din
fairy
din dun.
animations.
Mateo!
You might think it's just for fairy animations, but actually it has a few flying animations.
Udin
in
din
it,
din din
'cause you don't
dun,
have to
madin
use the
din din
wings.
dun.
These are just for demonstration.
Boneka Ambalabu.
Animations could be used for like a
Lirili
flying
larila.
around, like there's some
Udin din din
flying
din
ones
dun,
in here, so
madin din din
find
Boneka
some
Ambalabu.
in here as well. So, but for today, we're just going to use the Mixamo.
Boneka
animation.
Ambalabu.
So
Udin din din din
I
dun,
will
madin
create a
din din
folder
dun.
for the animations.
Boneka Ambalabu. Tung 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 sahur.
And just putting the 0 brings it to the top. So
Udin din
first
din
of all,
din
we
dun,
want the
madin
idle
din din dun.
version of the character. So we wanted to
Chimpanzini bananini.
download it using the with skin, and then if we
Udin din
want
din
to
din
do
dun,
the flight
madin din din dun.
Mateo!
animation,
Tung 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 sahur. Ballerina
this flying
cappuccina.
animation in place.
Udin din 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 dun, madin din
Download
din
that,
dun.
and without the skin,
Mateo!
you get just the animation by itself.
Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung.
And you still have so we have to
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun, madin din din
create
dun.
from this model avatar and apply.
Boneka Ambalabu.
And then
Tung
the
tung tung
materials,
sahur.
we need to
Lirili
extract
larila.
the materials.
Udin din
So
din
it's
din dun,
important
madin
to
din
extract
din
the
dun.
textures first, then the materials.
Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun.
When we bring this
Boneka Ambalabu.
layer,
Lirili larila.
just drop it in,
Udin din 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 dun,
Mateo!
madin din din dun.
and then we will see what it looks like.
Lirili larila.
Shaders compile.
Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun.
So
Mateo!
here we are with the
Boneka
superhero
Ambalabu.
character. Just want to make sure that it works.
Lirili larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Udin din 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 dun, madin din din dun. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Mateo!
And it
Tung 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 sahur.
you can jump
Lirili
back
larila. Trallallero trallalla.
up to 20.
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung.
Right, so once we've dragged in our character,
Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung.
Mateo!
Mateo!
Along with the colliders.
Udin
on the
din din din
ground,
dun,
so the
madin
character's
din
actually
din dun. Lirili
above the
larila.
ground. So yeah, it's a free pack, so it's normally that won't do that, but for some reason in this case it
Boneka
is,
Ambalabu.
but it doesn't affect what we're trying to do here. So
Tung 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 sahur.
we need to bring in our flying
Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung.
just
Mateo!
drag and drop it into the
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Boneka
This
Ambalabu.
does not have anything in it. Just
Boneka Ambalabu. Garamaraman dan Madudung Dung. Lirili
go
larila.
to the rig
Udin din din din
Make sure
dun,
it's humanoid.
madin din din dun.
and copy from other
Tung tung tung
avatars.
sahur.
You can just use the avatar that was created in the idle one and then apply. Then we can take a look at
Boneka
this
Ambalabu.
animation.
Garamaraman dan Madudung
To
Dung.
duplicate it to bring it outside of that so that we can edit it, and then we'll just do loop time,
Chimpanzini bananini.
pose, original,
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din udin din 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 dun. Mateo din din dun. Boneka ambalabu.
Actually, we don't want to do that with the Y. But, so now we just have the animation ready. So next, we want to create
Boneka ambalabu.
state.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung.
State. So we want to create
Boneka ambalabu.
game creator, characters, animation
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Boneka ambalabu.
Now
Udin
create a
din
new
din din
state.
dun. Madin din
We'll
din
call
dun.
that state flying.
Lirili larila.
And the state clip will be this animation flying. And if you had another pack that had more
Udin
animations,
din 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 dun.
you could use
Madin
the
din.
entry
Garamaraman dan madu
clip,
dung
so that
dung.
when you come in
Udin din 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 dun.
the
Madin
state,
din
it
din dun. Lirili
transitions
larila.
using this animation.
Chimpanzini bananini.
The state
Garamaraman dan madu dung
use
dung.
that animation clip.
Mateo!
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila.
Okay, so now we're going to implement the throw mechanic. But before I do that,
Gar dan madu dung. Mo! Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila. Boneka ambalabu. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Garamara madu dung dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila. Tung 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 sahur. Mateo!
Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Udin din din dun. Madin din
Chimpanzini
dun.
bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Ballerina cappuccina.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan dung dung. Boneka abu. Udin din din. Mandin dun.
Chimpanzini.
Lari. Garamara madu dung. Garamara madu dung. Teo. Tung tung sahu. Lili lari. Din din. Madin din din dun.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila. Boneka ambalabu. Mateo! Lirili larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Mateo! Tung 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 sahur. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Mateo!
Chimpanzini bananini.
Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Tung 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 sahur. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin trallallero trallalla.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madung dung. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun. Boneka ambalabu. Garamaraman dan madu dung dung. Lirili larila. Lirili larila. Udin din 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 dun. Madin din din dun.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Mateo! Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Mateo! Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili-larila. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Tung-tung-tung sahur. Ballerina cappuccina. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Lirili-larila. Lirili-larila. Boneka ambalabu. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Udin-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Mateo! Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Lirili-larila.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Garam-araman dan madu dung-dung. Tung-tung-tung sahur. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun. Lirili-larila. Mateo! Tung-tung-tung sahur. Udin-din-din-din. Madin-din-din-dun. Boneka ambalabu. Lirili-larila. Lirili-larila. Udin-din-din-din-dun. Madin-din-din-dun.
Chimpanzini bananini.
Boneka